Alright, we're gonna move on with CTT WinUtil. So simply put, same idea, just copy the link that's here, Chris Titus, this one. Then open your PowerShell. So just go to I'm just gonna use this. I like this more. So win alter space for command palette. You can also do it from your search bar. Your search bar is gonna work. Don't ask me why. PowerShell. So right click on it, run as administrator. So now we are gonna give this command. So Control C, Control V, enter. It's gonna download the latest Chris Titus Tech Windows Toolbox, and you're gonna have this screen. So let's maximize it. So what you're gonna do here is, we're not gonna play around with the installation. We already played around with this on the other software on WinHands, but on this one particularly, we are going to go to Twix, and from here you're gonna select standard. Now the rest of the settings that we are gonna change, you have to be a little bit more careful. So please see what I do. If you don't want to play around with anything else, you may, but if you want the most possible the best possible result, you may want to play around with a little bit more. So let me show you what I normally do. But if you don't want to do anything extra, some of the stuff will be done here already and you're good to go. But there are certain stuff that you should look into. So BitLocker, I think to me BitLocker is not very important. Some of you might use BitLocker, but most of you don't. So this is something I'll leave it up to you. If you don't want to do it, no problem. For hibernation, if you're using a desktop PC, you don't need it. For laptops, you may consider. Then Microstore recommended search results, not necessary. Prevent device companion app, like connecting your PC with your phone. If you want to do that, you should uncheck, but I don't use that. Start menu, previous layout. If you don't like this particular layout and if you want to go to the previous one, like, yes, you can select that. So I don't like. So this one I already changed on WinHands, and you can see the changes. But I would say click on that. Widgets, remove widgets. We don't need that. Adobe URL block list. This is important because normally Adobe keeps on like updating, and I don't like it. But if you want to like update Adobe PDF reader, you don't want to check this. Background apps, disable. We don't want. Brave browser, please debloat. We don't want any extra stuff there. Then if you're using Windows and Linux together, you want to check this. But if you don't use Windows and Linux on dual boot, then you don't need to check this. From here, File Explorer, Home and Gallery. This is unnecessary. This is for like if you open your File Explorer, you're gonna have a lot of extra stuff. If you don't want that, you can just do that. Microsoft Edge debloat. Please do not remove Microsoft Edge. It breaks a lot of stuff. You don't want that. Just Microsoft Edge debloat. Microsoft OneDrive. Please check if you are using Microsoft OneDrive, if your desktop is somehow synced to OneDrive. If it is, only then keep it. If you are not using Microsoft OneDrive, which most of us don't, then Microsoft OneDrive remove. Razer software auto install. Razer softwares are bloatwares. I don't want it, so I would click on it. If you want your Razer softwares to be there, then auto installing, then please feel free. What else? So from here, Windows AI disable and remove. Okay, so these are the final settings I have on the left side. So let's run the tweaks first before we do anything else. So run tweaks. Please check what I selected. If you don't want something from below, you can skip it, and from the ones above, they all make sense. So run tweaks. Normally on this screen, disk cleanup, some of your computers might take a long time. If it does, let's say it's taking 30 minutes or 45 minutes, let it run. Trust me, there are a lot of unnecessary files on your laptop that you haven't cleaned in the last 2.5 years. This is gonna solve that. It's gonna clean those unnecessary files. Unnecessary files, not your important files, just the unnecessary files, and it's gonna save you a lot of space. So let it run and let it completely finish. Alright, once all the tweaks are completed, you're gonna see something like this below here. Tweaks finished. And the disk, you'll see that it solved the problem of low disk space condition as well. So that's great. So the tweaks are done. Now on the right side, there is some other stuff as well that we can play around with. So let's do that. So here, enable long path, not really necessary. File Explorer extensions, not necessary. File Explorer, just do what I'm doing. For the mouse acceleration, if you do not play games and just use your computer, I would suggest keep it on. If you play a lot of games, I would suggest keep it off. So that's up to you. For me, I'm just gonna consider I don't play games, so I'm gonna keep it on. So these are the customized preferences that I'm setting. Just have a look. Okay, if you're using like desktop, you can go with ultimate performance profile. This can actually help quite a lot. We can have better performance, but remember, careful with your temperature as well. So use this with care. If you're not sure, don't play around with this. So we have this like O&OShutUp. I think we're gonna do it right away from here because it's gonna make our life a little bit easier. So we're gonna do this one first. So the way we're doing it, you don't have to worry about it. Just come here, select O&OShutUp10++, click on it. So once you click on it, it's gonna download the file first. So it's gonna download the software. It's gonna take a little bit of time depending on your internet speed. Let it complete. All right, this should open up by itself. So once you have this screen, basically what this does, O&OShutUp10, this gets rid of all the privacy issues. So usually on Windows, even if they say they're not tracking you, they track you. And this particular software can help to solve those privacy issues. So here, go to Actions, select. If you want to be extremely safe, you can select Apply Only Recommended Settings. But I've been playing around, like I've been using recommended and somewhat recommended settings, and I didn't have any issues. My personal choice, the orange one. Select the orange one, recommended and somewhat recommended settings. You'll be fine. Do not, I repeat, do not select the red one. Do not select apply all settings. Go with recommended and somewhat recommended settings. It will ask you to create a system restore point. You select yes, so that if anything goes wrong, you can come back. Nothing's gonna happen, inshallah, but still, just to be safe, click yes. It's gonna create a system restore point to keep you safe if anything does go wrong. and voila. See, it's getting rid of a lot of tracking. This is awesome. This is awesome. All right, so this is done. We close it. We're not going to restart Windows yet. We'll do it, but after a while. So close this first. So this is done. One other thing that you can try is here, DNS. So normally your DNS is default. If you want to get rid of the ads and trackers and malwares and adult sites, you can select this. And there are other options as well. But if you don't want to play around, just select default. This is something you can try it, because sometimes it gets rid of a lot of the ads, which is great, and I love it. But to each his own. If you don't want to play around with it, you can just go with default. It doesn't matter. So with that being said, this is done as well. We're gonna move on with the next software.